Hey Danny, so let's get into a little bit about numbers. Now, if you watch the post from this week, a lot of people submitted their angel numbers. Thanks, Georgia. Hey, Shelly. And what I did was I did an analysis of all the numbers that everybody submitted. And hey, Cheryl. Hey, Shay. And I've got all the interpretations written down, so I'm going to try to go into as many as I possibly can. If we get cut short on time, I will do these again next Monday, and we'll finish the numbers up next Monday and take some more numbers if people want their interpretation of their numbers done next week. So, Sharon, check your phone and make sure that the volume is turned up, because I think everybody else says that their volume and their sound is doing pretty good right now. Hey, Lauren. Hey, Mary. So, numbers and numerology. Numerology is the study of numbers, and many of the numbers have resonance or a value or a meaning, so they have some kind of vibration to them, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. I did a little bit of research about numbers. Hey, Becky, and this was really interesting. That they have evidence of numerology going back as far as 13,000 years ago in Egypt, and I found that really fascinating. That numbers predate alphabetical. They predate the alphabet. I was not aware of that. Numbers actually predate our alphabet, which was really fascinating for me. And Pythagoras, if anybody remembers Pythagoras from history, Pythagoras was one of the fathers of numerology, and this goes back, his documentation, 2,400 years ago. So that was all really fascinating to me. There are 9 whole numbers that we deal with, and if anybody remembers Nikola Tesla, one of his quotes was, I think, that the keys to the knowledge and energy of the whole universe were locked away in the numbers 3, 5, and 9. So that's really fascinating as well. Happy Magical Monday, Melissa. Melissa Begley, Melissa Woosley, hey Amanda. So the first numbers that we're going to go over, and these were numbers that were submitted to me. And so when I did the research on these, I found out that they were all correlating. So pay attention. Numbers 1111, 1111, the numbers 1, 2, 3, and 4, the numbers 1, 2, 1, 2, and the numbers 1117 are all about the same, okay? These are doorways or portals to a higher vibration or enlightened frequency. But they're double doorways. They're a doorway to light and dark and duality. So these are doorways to duality where souls can come and go and enter and exit. So when you see 1111, 1234, 1212, or 1117, those are indicating that these doorways or portals are open to this higher vibration, and there are things coming and going and entering and exiting at the same time. Hey Mike, hey Amanda. So the people who wanted to know about those numbers are Karen Hallshide, and I'll tag these people in the post later. April Wolf, Ashley Nanette, Lisa Cornelier, Doris McQueen, Scott Harden, Tara Wheeler, and Kenna Collins. So those were all numbers submitted by those people, and that's what that number means. So when you see 1111, what that means is this duality or doorway is open, and things are coming and going in your environment. Hey Senia, hey Jackie. Let me make sure that there's no questions before I keep going on. I wanted to say hi to Tiffany as well, and Brittany. Hey Brittany. So Danny has a comment. He's always been drawn to 3, 5, 7, and 9. Yes, we'll be going over a couple of those in just a minute. So Doris, you got it. When you see 1111 and 1212, that means that those duality doorways are open and things are coming and going in the area that you're at. Hey, Dina. So let's move on to number 222. Okay? 222 specifically means that there's paranormal activity in and around your environment, and that there's a moon portal or a paranormal portal open. Intuition is also open at this time, and you may be experiencing too much sensory input, and the energies are all accelerated. So when you see the numbers 222, you may need to employ some kind of psychic protection and try to pull back on that, those intuitive doorways being too open, because there's a extreme amount of paranormal activity happening when you see those numbers 222. So what happens when you see these numbers? Like, what's going on? So these can either be angels or spirit guides that are using these numeric values to communicate some kind of message to you. And like the numbers 1111 and 1234, 1212 and 1117, that would be an indicator of these doorways or portals to this higher vibration being open. So if you were wanting to do some kind of spiritual work, or you were wanting to practice with astral projection, or if you were wanting to do some kind of mediumistic type of work, because these are duality doorways, that would be the time to do that when you see 1111 or 1234. So yes, Doris, this is going to be a big one, and I may not be able to get through all of these numbers, but like I said, if I don't, we'll be sure and present the rest of them next week. Hey, Kyla. Hey, Ashley. Dina, I have those numbers written down also. Like others, I'm seeing 1 through 3, but also 555. That's one of the numbers that I was going to present tonight if I can get time to do it. So when you're seeing 222, that's an increase in paranormal activity, and the energies are all accelerated and accentuated. So you would want to be careful that you're not too open during that time, and you would want to practice a little bit of guarding and blocking and psychic protection. So the people that wanted to know about 222 were Lana Crawford, Samantha Taylor, Mary Cummings, and Victoria Sullivan Laws. So you guys, 222, that's what it means. Now let's move on to 111. Now 1111 and 111 and 11 and 1 are not the same. They're a derivative of the primary number, which is 1, but they all have different resonance and different vibrations. So 111 is different. So if you're a person that wanted to know about 111, that is a specific sign or vibration of a light worker, and it is also showing passing through a gateway to meet with others that are significant to your life, such as soulmates or twin flames. So if you're seeing 111, what that means to you is, number one, your vibration is a light worker, and so that's why you're getting the communication. Number two, that is a sign to you that a gateway is opening for you to go through or to venture through, because there are people or persons significant in the life that need to be met or come in contact with, like a soulmate or a twin flame. So 111 is so important. And the people that wanted to know about 111, Mary Cummings and Cindy Murphy. So that's what 111 was. Let me make sure there's no other comments. Hey, Debbie, 777, they say if we have time, please. Let me see if I did that one. I think that I did. No, I didn't. That one wasn't submitted, Danny, so we can do that one next week. What I did was I took all the numbers that people submitted, and I did an analysis of them. So if people want to jump on here and submit numbers for next week, we can go ahead and do another episode next week, because this is a huge one that you can't hardly finish in one setting. So the next numbers that I want to present are 333, and that's a really popular one that a lot of people will get, because, as you know, 3 is a lucky number along with 7, And 333 is a big number that a lot of people get. Thanks for the hearts. Kisses back. So 333 specifically was protecting your energy fields. So this is a message from Spirit or your spirit guides that you're undergoing spiritual advancement, or the situation is under high vibrational states, and you need to protect your energy fields, because these high spiritual advancement states are making you a target for lower energy vibrations. Okay, so what it is a message to you to do psychic protection, maybe even smudge your house or lock it down and block it from lower vibrational energy states or beings. Especially protect your sleep and guard communication with angels and spirit guides so that no lower vibrational states or beings encroach on that. And communication in general is very heightened at this time. So that's like a perfect time for a lower vibrational entity to block into this communication. So you have to be extremely aware of that kind of thing going on. Hey Mary, hey Christina, hey Sharon, hey Debbie. Let's see. Hey Greta. What do you recommend for the ones that see 222? So Greta had a question. What do I recommend for the ones that see 222? The paranormal activity, with the intuition being too open, you may want to rewind after we get done and go back and watch this a little closer. So what they were saying in that 222, with the increase in paranormal activity and your intuition being too open, is to do more psychic protection and maybe a little blocking, because and really a lot of protection against this paranormal activity. So that's kind of a sign to you. Hey Phyllis, that this is an increase. Back to 333. So on 333, you want to protect your energy fields. And the people that wanted to know about 333 were Lana Crawford, Mary Cummings, Scott Harden, and Samantha Taylor. So Samantha, you and Scott and them, your vibrations are high and you're spiritually aware. So yes, unfortunately, you're going to be a target for lower vibrational energies and entities. So it would behoove you to bone up on your psychic protection and employ that. A lot of people don't employ any type of psychic protection, and then they wonder why they're coming under some oppression or attack. It's because we have to use the energies that we have at hand to try to ward off some of this stuff. Hey Colleen, so let's move on to the next number, which is 444. And Mary just asked about that. Lots of 444, 555, and 111. So Mary, a lot of these numbers are getting covered for you this evening. So 444 is actually an indicator of sacrifices that need to be made on, and like sacrificing your personal agendas, and those need to be placed on hold because the bigger picture needs to be seen and dealt with. So it's not that you can't have a personal agenda or you can't have what you want. It's just that for that moment of when you're seeing those numbers, your personal agendas need to be put aside, and you need to look at the big picture. What is what's the goal or the drive for the betterment of humanity in that moment? Your personal things that you're striving for need to not be in the picture. You need to look at the big picture, the humanity picture, and then just concern yourself with that. So 444 is just a call for you to refocus, not on just your world, but the big world, the big picture, and everybody in that picture. What can you do to better humanity? So it's just calling for you to refocus your energies. And so the people that wanted to know about 444 were Mary Cummings, Scott Harden, and Victoria Sullivan Laws. So if you notice, the people that asked about 444 are the same people that asked about 333. And remember, 333 is spiritual advancement in a high vibrational state, which makes you a target for lower energy vibrations. But that's why it's important with 444 to refocus on the bigger humanity picture. So that kind of goes together. It really, really works together. Hey, Heather. So let's move right on to 347. Now, 347 was one of the numbers that Cindy Murphy submitted. And Cindy, this one is for you. So 347 indicated that future desires are on the horizon. And it's a real big indicator and a boost of a lucky future. There's a huge connection to angels, and the connection to angels becomes clear at the time that you're seeing 347. So, Cindy, you got some good things coming to you, girl. So just hang on. It's kind of encouragement when you're seeing these angel numbers or these spiritual number influences. It is kind of a boost and to keep you going in the right direction, to say, yes, you're doing what you're supposed to do, and your future desires are on the horizon, and you're moving towards a lucky future that you really want. Hey, Judy. Hey, Misty. Hey, Samantha. So, Cindy, 347 is an awesome number for you to see. Okay, keep going. Let me check our time. We've got just a few more minutes, so I'm going to cover 2 more numbers, and then what I want you guys to do is to submit some more numbers, and we'll do this again next week. 555 is another one that I want to do, and this is heightened talents in art, music, language, very good luck in business and investing, and this is an open portal to better life paths. So when you see 555, other life paths are going to present during that time for you to be open to. It's an open portal at this time. And I'll tell you, one of the people who asked about 555, Georgia Dixie Urban, you are seeing open door paths to better life situations and better life paths that you can take. This is a high time for your arts and your music and your acting and everything. Another person that asked about 555 is Mary Cummings. So Mary, take that as a creative, your creative flair is high when you're seeing 555. So pursue whatever it is that the 555 shows up in conjunction with. Now, those of you that are asking about 222 and 333, Samantha, you'll want to rewind this and go back and look at the beginning, because I already presented those at the beginning. Right after 1111 and 1234 was 222 and 333. So those are on here at the beginning of the show. Okay, one more, and then we'll have to hop off. I'm checking my time. This was a big one. I put a star beside it because Terry Neal and I were talking about this number, and she had looked it up before, but it didn't seem to connect with her. So I said, well, let me do the number, and let's see if this interpretation that I can give is any better. So what I came up with for 714 is this is a high communication number. Okay, it's also reconnecting with somebody from the past. It represents that vibration of reconnection, and it's a prime time for creative writing or journaling. Like if you have a journal and you're trying to get a lot of emotions and stuff out, it's a prime time for creative writing and journaling. Excuse me. The flow of creativity is high and very accelerated. And prayers, excuse me. It also indicates that prayers that the person has been putting forth, it's a sign that these prayers have come into manifestation or are on their way to manifesting. So it's kind of encouragement to keep on with the manifesting, that the prayers are being heard, and that they are, the universe is working on trying to push that forward and manifest it. So this is a huge communication number, and I hope, Terry Neal, that this answers your question. So, you guys, what we're going to go over next week, and these are the numbers that I already have written down for next week, are 910, the number 5, number 6, number 7, number 11, number 21. So those are all ones that we're going to do next week. If you have any different numbers that we didn't cover already in the first of the show that you want to do next week, just put them down here and I will analyze them and we'll get to those next weekend. As always, please share this broadcast. Just hit share. Share with your friends, and hit see first notifications so that you can get notified when I go on live, because every now and then I'll go on live and do a little teaching during the week that you'll not want to miss. And all of these episodes are going to be loaded onto my YouTube channel, and the past episodes are on the YouTube channel. If you want to go on there and watch, the episode on black-eyed children or life after death, or one of the other episodes on dreams and spirits, ghosts, poltergeist, doppelgangers, I will put the YouTube link in the comments section, and you can go onto YouTube under the playlist, Facebook Live, and just watch the past episodes and share those also. Hit the notifications bell and you'll be notified every time I upload a video. And also, if you want to buy a reading, I'll leave the link in the comments section. If you want to buy a reading, right now I'm doing the year in review reading, and it looks at January through December. This is only going to be done till January the 31st, and then that reading stops until next New Year. So, as always, kisses from Kentucky, and I will see you next Monday night, and we'll continue the synchronicity numbers and angel numbers next week. Bye, guys!